ACH Crypto, what is Alchemy Pay explained? Alchemy Coin, ACH Coin review. So this video came out of a video I did on Neo a couple weeks back, and our subscribers, Kristen and MH, brought this up, and I took a look at it because they said it's an AMP alternative, and I love AMP, and I'm sure you do too. But we want to take a look at who are the competitors to our beloved AMP, and I would say that ACH is a legit competitor, though there are some things which they do differently. We're going to take a look at what those differences are. So if you're curious about Alchemy Pay, then please be sure to smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and watch through this entire video. Let's get to it. Alright, so first we have to take a look at the overview problem. So the electronic payment network has long since deviated from the consensus mechanisms of industry associations. It's basically become a big centralized giant. And these giants have their own interests, and they have adopted various strict and cumbersome rules. And all this breeds bureaucratic inaction and corruption, which results in low efficiency of payment innovation, complicated payment rates, and very high risk. So Alchemy really aims to help their ecosystem partners get set up with fast, convenient, secure, flexible, and a fast-growing payment solution that's based on decentralization, smart contracts, and consensus mechanisms from blockchain technology. But Alchemy's real strength is their thorough and deep understanding of how payment processes work in the world. Here's the thing, the existing electronic payment systems are ruled by big centralized giants, all of whom causes numerous problems with blurry and complicated rules, discretional rights, inefficient dispute management, high fees, and etc. Here are some current traditional problems. Cross-border transactions are costly and inefficient. A large number of transactions cannot be processed because there's no trust between the two parties, and the service have no service guarantees. The centralized giant does not provide any guarantees and payment channel. There are blurry rules for both merchant and consumer. There are serious security and privacy issues, and there's a cumbersome process of reconciliation, settlement, and clearing. The best example of this is the foreign workers sending money back home. Now that is a disaster. The efficiency is low and the overall cost is high for both the merchant and the consumer. And both the merchant and the consumer using the system have no influence on the system. And ask yourself that question, is that fair for someone who is working in a foreign country to want to send money back home, but like 20% of their paycheck is taken into fees? That's not fair at all. Alright, I may have over exaggerated because World Bank said the average remittance rate is 6.38% rather than 20%, but still, 6.38% is a lot for sending money back home, especially for most of these workers, especially in the United States. They're undocumented, so they're probably working for lower than minimum wage in order to make some money to send back to their family who may be in like Venezuela, where the economy is completely messed up and they're struggling to get butter and cheese. People never really think about that, but this is what's happening in our world. And one of the main barriers to take crypto is that both the merchant and the consumer need to have wallets. It's not convenient. And in addition to that, there are legalities and also the volatility of crypto prices to take into account of. Here's the vision and the goal. Really, it's to really give back the power, the rights of payment to the merchants, the customers, and the market. With decentralization, it really is like AMP. Assets can be liquidated. Cryptos, credit payments, fiat currencies, and more. Users can choose what they want to pay with and what they want to receive. And according to Alchemy, what doesn't exist is the support for large-scale commercial applications. Because businesses usually have different accounts like hierarchy, escrow, credit, joint high-frequency accounts. Other blockchains doesn't really support this right out of the blocks. Alright, let's talk about ecosystem. So for payments, it really is all about partners. If you look at AMP, they're just partnering every single week. And Alchemy's ecosystem is composed of partners at the user's end, at the customer's end, at the merchant's or the business's end. They have partners in the transaction networks, and they also have developers in their community. The ecosystem is really trust driven. Merchants' credit deposit, security funds, privacy protection, credit scoring, anti-fraud are all measures that they've taken into account, just like AMP. Alright, now let's talk about the product features. So the features, they give online and offline methods of settlement, including fiat, crypto, and other industry solutions like Lightning Network express payments, push pay, pull pay, and cryptocurrency prepaid cards. Coolest thing here is that for transnational businesses that are using Alchemy, Alchemy can really help with the accounting. So take for example, we have a transnational business that is operating in both Philippines and Thailand. Now in Philippines and Thailand, they're probably both taking two different currencies. What Alchemy does is that both Philippines and Thailand both have an account and and above them is this big consolidating higher account. This consolidating account will consolidate all the money that is coming into these two accounts at the higher account. So this doesn't exist anywhere, and it really helps ease up with the accounting. And the same features can be used for direct selling or distributors or MLMs. The people at the bottom make the sales, those are the accounts, and then there's this higher consolidating account, and from the top down the payments are split, calculated, and released via all smart contracts. So it's pretty ingenious and it's pretty automated. They also have a loyalty management platform where brands can build a token off of ACH, kind of like how AMP is anchored onto Ethereum. The cool thing about these loyalty or brand tokens is that when they're earned, they can be converted into ACH tokens or other brand tokens to be used for discounts at the brand store. So that would be a game changer, because if you have a bunch of American Express points or Chase points like I do from running a Walmart store, you can translate those points to merit points when you are booking a hotel or something. Or you can just convert them to cash via ACH token. Right now, you can't sell Amex or Chase points easily with the current technology, which sucks because I'm running a dropshipping store, and I'll talk more about that in a minute later, but I earn a lot of Chase points and Amex points just because I'm dropshipping on Walmart. Alright guys, just want to walk you through Walmart automation. This is something that is another passive income stream for me. I work with a trusted partner in order to do this. They do all the work and I just sit back and collect payments while providing the funds to fund inventory. You can see that the last payment that I got was $4,700 and the payments before that was $4,100. So they've been scaling it up. But on top of this, I've been using Amex to buy all the products from Amazon and Wayfair, things like that, and mark it up 25-30% and sell that to Walmart. And we've been seeing all these transactions. So every dollar on these transactions is 1.5% because of the card I'm using. You could also use cards to earn travel points and things like that. So you could travel for free while earning a profit. But not only that, I'm also doing these for write-offs. Because I own a business now, you can see that I started this in 2020. My federal refund is $18K. Compare that to 2019, which was $11K. The only difference there is because now I have a business, I could do more write-offs. So you could earn more money by sleeping, earn more points by sleeping, and you get a bigger and better write-off on your taxes. So if you want to learn more about this, then please feel free to DM me at support@coursehack.club. I'll be happy to explain more of this to you if you want to know more. Alchemy does something different with their escrow payments. In case of arbitration or merchant fraud, Alchemy can't safeguard the transaction. Well, that's probably because they make it into a smart contract. My guess would be that a third party, probably Alchemy, would step in to settle the dispute between the two parties. And lastly, here's the important thing. They can make local currency exchanges much cheaper because partners of Alchemy would be able to acquire various currencies or cryptocurrencies for exchange. And this is possible with AMP too. In fact, with AMP, you can pretty much spend whatever currency you want and receive any currency you want if you're the merchant. So that's why I think that in the long run, both Alchemy and AMP will kill the currency exchange in the long run. Just by knowing this, that is why I think that there's going to be a lot of money moving from the Forex markets over into both Alchemy and AMP, which is why I have that title there of 2.4 quadrillion, not even million, billion, or trillion. 2.4 quadrillion Forex disruptor. Alright guys, let's talk about the team. Now the founding team and pretty much the rest of the team, they're all Asian, which is pretty cool. Now that is representing, but that is also a worry for me because if you read through the description of everybody, most of them, if not all, like a majority, like 95% of them have gone up the corporate ladder. That means that not a lot of them have started businesses or are straight up entrepreneurs, but most of them worked as employees for most of their lives. So I might be a little bit biased because I was born in North America where entrepreneurship was much more supported than in Asia, where the culture and mindset is kind of like get a nice job that has a pension and you can raise 2.5 kids with a house and a white picket fence. That is life. So it seems like most of these people, most of the team actually went down that route. So kind of concerned about the mindset because there's definitely going to be some stresses along with being new in entrepreneurship. So that's something to consider. Not a super big problem, but it is just something that I'm biased against. That make me racist? Maybe a little bit, but since I'm Asian, since we're from the same race, it's okay. All right, let's talk about Alchemy Tokenomics, ACH Tokenomics. So max supply is 10 billion and miners and payers mine for ACH tokens whenever they make a payment with ACH enabled payment terminal. ACH holders have the rights to partake in government governance. So basically, whenever you accept and spend with an ACH node, which is also an ACH payment terminal, you will receive ACH tokens as an extra benefit. So the aim of this is to serve as an incentive system to really use and adopt the ACH system. Of course, the mining rewards is going to vary. So when they first start out, the rewards will probably be big, but over time, they're going to get smaller and smaller depending on how much money you spend with the ACH terminal. Now, 40% of the total supply, or 4 billion ACH tokens, will be put aside for this mining to be distributed in 5 years. You also get ACH for referrals. Now, the difference between ACH and AMP is that ACH is much more far-reaching. They will be collecting transaction data for merchants that can be used as data to give small to medium-sized businesses credit scores, which is great because apparently in Asia, small to medium-sized businesses without proper transaction data or data at all find it really hard to get loans because they have nothing to work with, no credit scores. Imagine you're asking a loan from a bank to fund your new business, which is a restaurant. Now, restaurants are notoriously high risk. You're not going to get the loan without solid finances to show, and even with solid finances, you're probably not going to get it because of how high risk it is. That's what I think though. I am not a restaurateur, so you can tell me if you are one. Here's my opinion about ACH. Overall, it's a pretty solid project. I like the token distribution a lot. It's very fair to the token holders and to the team as well. I kind of see ACH as something that is focused on the East, kind of like Asia, whereas AMP is focused on the West or North America. So I'm thinking it might be a good idea to just hold both. But the problem is that with ACH, you have to spend in order to earn ACH. And I think most of the merchants are in Asia. I haven't read too deep into that, but could be wrong, which makes mining for North Americans pretty much impossible. So personally, I would just stick to AMP because you can stake it until you move over to Asia. Then you could probably get into the ACH game or get into it now because it is cheap and I heard it 10x recently. Of course, with that, I'm going to end with my disclaimer that I am not a financial advisor and you should definitely do your research, do your due diligence before investing into any crypto assets that is recommended by some YouTuber. Anyways, if you've enjoyed this review on Alchemy Pay, then please be sure to smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, check out these other videos on cryptocurrencies and passive income, and I'll see you next time. Peace.